So it has been 3 days since I was last at the house, and I was horrified to find out when I walked through the door that we had left the AC running upstairs and downstairs. And for reference, our HVAC system is from 1997, so it's not the most efficient, which means our electric bill is gonna be so bad this month. So I freaked out and went to the store because I was like, I need to solve this problem right now. So I went ahead and I bought 2 Google Nest thermostats. I'm not sponsored by them. I have had Google Nest thermostats in all of the places that I have lived, and I recently changed my parents over to that too. My reasoning for getting this is because I was like, 3 days leaving the AC on was bad enough. Could you imagine if we went on vacation? Like, that's bad. So I was like, we need to be able to check the temperature in the house and be able to turn it on and off remotely. So I'm gonna change this real quick, both upstairs and downstairs. Also, I figure it's gonna look better than that like dated, rectangular, ugly piece of shit that's up there now. I gotta go turn off the electricity first though. God, I love peanut butter pretzels. All right, where the is this electrical box? So these are all labeled, but I don't trust these fuckers. I'm just gonna turn everything off. Okay, I am fairly certain that the power is off. This light's not turning on, so that's good. This should be pretty quick and straightforward. I feel like changing out thermostats is... Ah, it dropped! Changing out thermostats is very easy. I do need a drill. So I don't know who's changed the thermostat at home, but the thing I really like about the Google Nest particularly is how easy it is to set up. It's foolproof. If I can do it, you can do it. Ta-da! Now I just gotta do the upstairs one. Okay, let's see how quickly I can do this. Ah, I forgot my drill. Pause the timer. Ta-da! How long did that take? It took me 6 minutes to replace the whole thing. And now I can control the heating and cooling from my cell phone, which is great because it's hotter than up here. So I just realized if my parents are gonna be staying with us, then I should probably change these sheets because they've already been slept on. I swear, having a washing machine is the strangest thing because I literally haven't had one in 5 years. So a couple of weeks ago, I went in and I skim coated all of these living room walls because they had really bad patch jobs and texture, which I don't like either of those things. So I went in and did that, and right now I have to start sanding this so that I can prime and paint and get the living room assembled. So let's do that. Side note, now that all of our furniture is here, it means that we can use it to assemble the living room as soon as I'm done painting. It is gonna be so nice to have this whole, oh, hi, Kirby. You gonna help me sand? Okay, you can help. You gotta wear hearing protection though. Come here, come here. Put the doggo. There, go boy. He does not like that. He's like, why can't I hear anything? Hi, I know you got 2 satellite dishes on your head. There you go. Well, you can't. You don't like it? Okay, well then you can't sand. We gotta protect your ears. I hate sanding. This is the absolute worst part, but vital. Okay, so now that that has taken me all f***ing day, I now have to skim coat this last little area here, let it dry, sand it, and then we can paint, finally. Damn it, where is my skim coating knife? Oh, f***, it's outside. Gotta clean it off. Ugh. Ooh, AC's still dripping. I gotta get that blown out. All right, that's gonna have to be good enough for now. Okay, so now that this is done and I am sufficiently exhausted, we now just have to wait for it to dry overnight, and then we'll come back in tomorrow and finish. All right, ladies, this week's product of the week is the Ulta brand bronzer. I live by this shit. It's my favorite bronzer ever. I have tried many. This is the only one that I like. It is specifically the Ulta brand, and it's only like $10. The reason why I like this so much is because it gives you a very, very natural bronze, which I like. I'm not like a contour bronzer, if that makes sense. I prefer a glowy, like I've been in the sun type of bronzer. So I just go in on my cheekbone area, kind of in my temples, and it is a cream, so it blends really well. And I think it just gives you that like natural gold sun-kissed look. I basically just put it on the high points of my face, so like where the sun would naturally kind of hit, and I just blend it in. And I use my e.l.f. foundation stippling brush. I love this one. It's super soft and it blends things out really easily. I need to buy a new one. You can see I've like used this one up. So it's the Ulta Beauty Oh My Glow cream bronzer. I think that they sell a couple of different colors, at least they did in the past. I will link this one. Seriously, it's only $10. Give it a try. If you're wanting sort of like a sun-kissed natural look, I totally stand by this one. Here, let me change the lighting so you can see it. And now you can see I look like I have been out in the sun. I've converted all my friends to it. Now let's get back to the projects. So we are, unfortunately for me, back again for day 2 of sanding. I've just got to do this last little area here, but I feel like it's deceiving because there's a lot of nooks and crannies, so it's going to be a lot of like hand sanding in weird areas, so I feel like this is going to take a while. Okay, we just need to get it done. So now is the exciting part. We have to prime, and then we're going to paint, and we'll have a full living room. At least the walls will be done, and then we can assemble furniture. I got this really wide paintbrush from Lowe's. It's very large. I think it's gonna be necessary for all of this square footage to cover it. Oh yeah, this is covering square footage so much faster. This is great. I can tell Tim's playing with the dogs upstairs. Well, because you can literally cover twice the square footage at the same amount of time. I've never used a really wide paint roller before, and now I'm questioning why I've never done that. And it weighs the same. So it's not like super heavy or anything, and I can literally cover all of this square footage. I now understand why professionals use them. So I'm also using a special kind of primer called PVA primer, and it's what you're supposed to use on fresh drywall. So after I skim coated, that's kind of considered fresh drywall. This kind of primer is necessary for that, to create the proper adhesion and to seal it, because it's pretty porous, so that you don't have to spend so much money on paint.
Forget it.
When I took Reggie to the beach with his fishing pole, and it's just a fishing pole with the line wrapped around a cat toy, I had so many people coming up to me making sure that there wasn't a fish hook on there. I was like, it hadn't even crossed my mind, the idea of like, that if I saw someone with a fishing pole with a teddy, I don't know. Point is, there's no fishing hook on it. It's literally just fishing line wrapped around a cat toy. If you have a terrier, this is a very cheap and easy way to entertain them for life. He will do it forever. And the fishing pole was literally like 10 bucks. It's a kid's one from Walmart. Well, when I adopted him, we made a deal. I said, you can't kill anything with a heartbeat, but I'll give you teddies. So we are currently waiting on the primer to dry. It's, oh, This is actually pretty dry. So now we've got to go in with our paint. We chose to do Swiss coffee. And the reason for this is because, number one, I wanted a sort of warm white, but I also want something that's super versatile. Swiss coffee is the color that most house flippers use in the United States, just because it goes with literally everything. And it's really pretty. So I got a 5-gallon bucket of that. We gotta start painting. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but the little kid art is about to permanently go away. Thank God. Ta-da! No more kid scribbles. Look at that. Tim, what do you think? Looks like not shit.
I like the brown better.
Oh, shut the f up. You like the brown better. No, that brown looks hideous. And I know that my mom was trying to make me feel better about it. She was like, oh, it was just a common thing in like the 90s and 2000s. It was like Tuscan. And I'm like, it was like shit. I mean, she's not wrong. I think that that's what they were going for, but the execution was it looked like shit. Under the Tuscan Sun is a good movie. Okay, well, as fun as this isn't to sit here and watch me paint, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna pass you guys off to Tim so he can show you what's going on tonight for our family.
Okay, well, we're moving, or we moved. Stuff's everywhere. Moved all the furniture and stuff. Dogs are waiting for dinner. You can see Rose is over there painting. Say hi, Rose. Hi, Rose. But yeah, furniture, stuff, crap is everywhere. Dogs are waiting for dinner. We are doing dinner, which is roasted tomato soup. Just came out of the oven. How to make that. We bought these heavy lifting moving straps for moving because we have to move this up those stairs. Yay, fun.
You mean you get to move it upstairs? Good times. You could sound a little happier, Tim. You could be excited to be moving an 800-pound dresser upstairs. Most people would.
No, nobody would.
Okay, so Tim and my dad are gonna be moving this 800-pound dresser, or however much it weighs, upstairs. Do you think it's, how much do you think it weighs?
It's not 800 pounds, but it's probably a couple 100 pounds.
Okay, how does this work? Where's the,
I don't know.
or is this all the straps?
Yeah, no.
We're gonna be using this thing that we got at Lowe's, and it's supposed to help you to be able to like pick up really heavy furniture. The guys that dropped off our refrigerator used it, and Tim and I were like in awe. We had to buy a pair. We did not think of this before our move. My mom was looking it up and found it, and we were like, we said we were gonna purchase them and we never did. Would have been very helpful for when we were trying to move all this furniture in and out of a truck. Oh well. Well, I'm not gonna be the one wearing it.
There you go. Put your arms through.
Dad.
Put your arms through.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be the one doing it for you though.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
Oh, you do have shoes? Yeah, put it on him. I'm not gonna be the one doing
I
it.
don't remember how I got it on.
This is on your back.
Yeah, this is supposed to be on your back, so
Well, yeah, put your head through there.
yeah.
Yeah, this way. You guys look like you're about to climb a
Do you want the
mountain.
bottom or the top? Oh, I'm thinking you should do the top.
Because it says right here, you see how it starts under and then it goes and it spits out at the front. This is the first and only time I'm ever gonna read instructions. Tim knows I read all of my instructions.
You haven't read instructions since the day I met you. That's what you normally do with instructions.
There we go.
You good?
Reggie, put the teddy down. Perfect. All right, bitch, you better work. What the f? Oh, thank God. Let there be light. We officially have a dresser in our bedroom. Feels like it's finally starting to come together here. We just have to put my frame TV up. I love my frame TV. I had it in my old apartment. I had it in our bedroom at Tim and my place, and now the house. Hi, Rich. I don't have the mounting brackets here for it, so I got some feet for it, so it's just gonna sit right here. So let me get Tim, we're gonna set that up. How big is this TV? Do we know?
I don't know, it's your TV.
Here, just lean it up.
55?
I think this is bigger than 55.
You're gonna want them wall mounted, right?
Yeah, so it can be centered. The wall mount is at the condo. Where's the remote? Do you see that? It's like straight up not turning on at all. Are you shitting me?
I think it died in the move. You see all this?
Yeah, what the happened?
Oh, something hit it.
Oh, something hit that
bad.
hard.
Oh, shit.
And it won't even turn on. Oh, this is fucking totaled.
Yeah, you see all that?
What did you do?
Me? I didn't do shit.
Oh, I can feel where it's like soft.
Yeah,
Right there.
There's a bubble here and here.
Oh my God.
Oh, babe, it got cooked.
This TV's like over $1,000, or at least when I got it.
I thought they're closer to 2.
Yeah, it might be. I really like this TV.
Oh, babe, I'm sorry.
And it had like the picture.
Yeah, we have the made up picture frame because it's a frame TV. It's a frame TV. So
So
we
it
had the whole
displayed
like frame and the pictures and the art for it.
I had a picture of ducks up here. And it's like struggling. It's like turning on and off.
Yeah, it keeps clicking. I don't know if you can hear it, but it keeps clicking.
It is shot to fucking hell. Okay, I gotta walk away. I can't look at this. I'm too upset. I'm gonna go reassemble the living room so that I feel a little more sane.
Just put this out of its misery. Sorry.
Well, now I'm paranoid. I gotta test this TV to make sure that this one's not completely f***ed. I think not. Mine was the one that was on the end.
Yours is the one that took the blow.
The most expensive one, too. True. I need to... God, this TV is so big in comparison to this entertainment thing. Tim was just like, I want the biggest TV possible. Is it fully plugged in? Oh, the power strip's not. It's fine. So for those of you that don't know, the padding that we are putting down is it's carpet underlayment. The reason I put this down is to make the carpets really soft and squishy. And trust me, it makes a world of a difference. It makes it so comfortable. Traditional like rug padding is very expensive to buy. It can be upwards of like $100 to $200 for a larger rug like this one. But if you go to a mom and pop shop and you buy carpet underlayment like this only cost me 10 bucks. And it does functionally the exact same thing. You just cut it to size with scissors. So I just woke up and now that I can see this paint in the daylight, I have mixed feelings. Number one, I'm glad that we have a living room that is now functional, and I think that this brand new thermostat with the freshly painted wall looks fantastic. That being said, I think that this is a pretty color, but it's not as warm as I want it to be. I think I'm gonna repaint it to a different color. I think later I'm going to test out my tried and true favorite paint color from the condo, which is a color called Cotton White. I think it's by Sherwin-Williams, to see if we can't bring a little bit more warmth into the space. Because I'm thinking a kind of warmer white with cool toned, crisp baseboards and window trim and all of that stuff. I really like that look. I'm just not a huge fan of like blue undertones, and Swiss coffee is a warm color. The only problem is that with how the light comes into this house, along with the gray carpets, it's reading more blue. So I need something warmer to balance it out. We missed a spot around the thermostat. Oh well. Anyways, I don't have time for that right now. At least we have a functional living room. Now I just gotta put everything away. We'll see you guys next week.